Welcome back, guys. Okay, so we got our launch pad built. We've got our fueling station ready to go. We've got our rocket assembling machine ready. It's saying we're missing a guidance computer now. So first, let's get back to our auto crafting, and let's auto craft the actual components that we need for our rocket. Okay, so first of all, we are going to need to clear that. So we need a seat, which is just crafted from wool. So we'll teach it that. We need a guidance computer. So guidance computer access hatch. Interesting. Guidance computer needs tracking circuits, machine structure, and titanium plate. Titanium plate, please. And I believe we can make these tracking circuits now. We should already have auto crafting for them through the precision assembler. We better just check that though. Tracking. Yeah, we got crafting for them. Okay, good. So the next we need a Planet ID chip. So ID chips, which we are already crafting. That's a space station ID chip though. We need a Planet ID chip. Satellite ID, Planet ID, space station, asteroid, I guess. So a Planet ID chip is just a satellite chip with two basic circuits. And a satellite chip is a basic circuit, so we need to teach it that. And we need to craft one. And then the planet chip is that. Okay. So we've got the space station. What do we need for the asteroid one? Let's teach it that as well. Just so we got all those chips in there ready to go. So then we need rocket engines, which we should have a few of. I would have thought. That's strange because we should have gotten rocket engines as a reward from that quest. How odd. Okay, so the liquid fueled engine is titanium plates and steel ingots, and the advanced rocket engine is titanium aluminide ingots and titanium iridium plates. I think I don't know if it's worth going straight for these ones. Titanium iridium. Actually, I don't think we're making titanium iridium yet. Let's just go with the basic liquid fueled then. So we'll teach it him, and then we need the fuel tanks, which is liquid fuel tank, fueling station. Yeah, it would be these guys. Steel plates and steel rods. Done. Okay, so if we put all this stuff in here, we should be good to go. So let's just get the chips in. The seat. Guidance computer, engine, fuel tanks. Anything overlapping with stuff we're already doing? Nah, it should be fine. I have been keeping a small eye on this just to make sure we're not overlapping patterns too much. I don't want to cause too many conflicts while we're crafting, but it seems to be fine. Right, so that should be everything we need to make a basic rocket. The issue now is actually balancing those parts out to make a valid rocket. So what I want to try first is, let's see, where are our rockets? Where are our rocket engines? There. So I want to try 4 engines. And actually, so I should have been able to see them here, shouldn't I? See additions, advanced rocketry. Oh yeah, there they are. So if we do 10, 11, 12 tanks, so that'll be 3 tanks per rocket. And then, so we need a guidance computer. We'll need a seat. And there's our engines done. There's our seat done. Guidance computer done. The fuel tanks are still working. Okay, so what I'm thinking is engine, 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 engine. Tanks, if they're slowly being crafted. Tanks like this, we'll build the tanks up 3 high. So if I get some, let's see, what can we use? I guess just cobble for a start. Just as a building block. So tanks will go up to there. And then we want to put the, let's say, the guidance computer there. The seat on top. Actually, let's drop this one lower. So let's do guidance computer, seat, which we can then sit in. Right. And then some glass. So I think because it becomes a multi-block, we can just use any glass. It should be fine. I want glass at, whoops, glass at this level. So I am going a little bit overboard. Like, we could do something really simple. It's just like, I think you just do like one engine and then a tower of fuel tanks with the guidance computer and the seat on top, and that's a valid rocket. But I want to give this a try. How are our tanks looking? Good, they're done. So we do tank, tanks like that, like that. Okay, we sit in the middle there. So I want maybe like a marble stairs. What stairs do we have in here already? Quartz stairs, that'll work. I want to do quartz stairs like this, just to sort of cap it off. So we should have 2 high space inside, which I think will be fine. And then let's do, let's see, something like, not marble, probably quartz again. Quartz slab and block of quartz. So if we do block of quartz there, quartz slab on top. Yeah, okay. Pretty basic. So let's see what happens when we scan it. So it scans it, and it says clear for liftoff. Okay. So I think the weight and the acceleration have to be at least at this line to be valid. Thrust, I think, comes from the engines. We have plenty of that. Fuel, we have more than we need, I think, but not. I think to have enough for one trip, we need to reach this line. To have enough to go there and come back, we would have to like double it, I think. So if we go build, it'll do another scan, and it should turn this into a multi-block, into like an entity. Yeah, see how I I can't hover over individual blocks anymore, it's just a rocket. And you can see a line from the fueling station now connecting to it. So if we right click, we're now in the rocket. We don't want to press space to take off. If we shift, we get out of it. Okay, so if we shift right click, we can see it's full of fuel now. We can click the guidance computer. Okay, I think we need to get our planet chip now. Planet ID chip. Gives us one of them. Go. So we guidance computer, put the planet ID chip in, and then select destination. So there's Earth and there's the Moon, and those are the only ones we can see. We can't go up, which I think takes us to like a solar system view. So we could select. Interesting. So we can select the Moon, hit select, and now if we get in it, our destination is Luna. So we'll go to the Moon. Okay, so actually, fuel is full, altitude's at the bottom, velocity, I guess, is how fast we're going to go, or how fast we're going, which is nothing at the moment. But okay, that's a valid rocket. So I think, based on what the assembly machine's telling us, it's not telling us anything now that we've built it. If I scan, does that break it? I don't think it does. Doesn't update the... Oh, okay, so that only... so if we shift click and disassemble, it turns back into blocks. If we scan it again, I think it would scan faster if I dropped that down so it didn't start from 10 blocks high. Yeah, okay. Right. So we need to... So this guy doesn't need to be connected to the launch pad or anything. So if we make a fueling station to take with us, along with the transceiver, we should be able to land, place them, connect it, and use that to refuel the ship. And then be able to just fly back. Okay, this is kind of scary. Let's build it. It's scary because if it's anything like Galacticraft, if we get something wrong and die on the Moon, we're basically going to be trapped there. Yeah. Alright, so we've got that. The rocket's built. Let's get the fueling station and the transceiver that we need. And actually, we can probably do a quick test to make sure that this works. So first, if we get a... Alright, let's teach it how to make fueling stations as well. Fueling station. Okay, so it knows how to make them. I'm not sure if it knows how to make the steel fan, though. Maybe not. No, it doesn't. Okay. Sure. So to make that, it needs one of these, which needs steel rod and steel plate. So if we search for steel, just make us some steel plates. Good. That'll make us the fan. So we'll teach the system that. Go. Okay, so make us a fan. And then what else do we need? User interface, liquid IO, and tin plates. So tin plates. Liquid IO circuit board. And user interface. And then fueling station. Nice, alright. Good, put that in here. That. So we'll request a dimensional transceiver and a fueling station. And it should be just that simple. Fueling station, dimensional transceiver. Good. Now, I think we should be able to give this like an initial test if we... Okay, so we've turned that into a rocket. So if we were just to place this guy over here, we want him to receive power from main battery, so he's active. We want him to receive rocket fuel. And we would just place a fueling station there. It would get filled with power and fuel. And then we took our linker and we said, hey, link you to you. And you can see that line means it's linked. Good, so that means when we land, we should be able to refuel the rocket ship. So I'll pick you guys up, and you two and the linker can go into our bag. Alright, so that covers that. The rocket ship should be ready to go now. We've told it we want to go to the moon. So the last thing we should need, if we would just want to go for a quick trip to the moon and then come back, would be a spacesuit, I think. Let me just have a quick look. Yeah, so I think we just need a spacesuit just to get our oxygen. And then we should be able to just fly to the moon and quickly fly back. Yeah. Alright, let's do the spacesuit now as well, actually. Oh. Working hard. How much fuel do we have now? Rocket fuel, 59 buckets. Okay, good. I don't think we'll end up running out while we're away, so we should be good. Alright, so the spacesuit, we probably don't need to autocraft. Because, I mean, short of dying, we should only need these pieces once. So... Oh, but they are kind of a pain in the butt to craft, aren't they? Space boots, space... Ah, fuel tank? Okay... You know what? Let's teach the system how to craft them. I mean, yeah. Screw it. We're already committed at this point to auto-crafting basically everything. So, to make the legs, we need iron rod and wool. Done. To make the boots, you need iron plate, iron wool, and iron rod. So we just need a iron plate. Done. To make the chest. Oh yeah, there it is, spacesuit chest. Liquid fuel tank, steel fan, and wool. So we need fuel tank. Should probably take a little bit of time to craft, and a steel fan. Alright, fuel tank's crafted. And where's the fan? It's probably down in the LibVolp stuff, isn't it? Which is around about here. There we go. Alright, spacesuit chest. And that just leaves the spacesuit helmet. Nice. Okay. So put those in here. Like that. Oops, I cannot type as usual. Oh, that did not sort the way I was hoping it would. Let's just search for space. Alright, so give us a helmet, a chest, legs, and boots. Easy. Alright. So now that we've got these, we should be able to apply modules to them. And that's what we need the workbench up here for. This guy. So we put them in here, and then we can put these upgrades into them. So what we might do is, because that is really noisy, I'm actually going to turn him off. Turn him off as well. Alright, so we might call that there for now. Time. Yeah, alright. We'll call it here, and when we come back, we will put our upgrades in our suit and work out how we're going to fill the oxygen tanks. Because I'm not sure how we'll go about doing that. Yeah. Alright, that'll do for today, guys. I will see you in the next one.